Yeah, scooch out of the way of the door.
Hold my hand, please. Let's hold hands while we walk. Come on. Just while we're walking. Okay, come on.
Is that your mama? What's that mama doing?
Bexlye. Hi. Hi. What are you doing? Huh? Teacup juice? That feel weird on your face?
Yeah, not very. Well, this is the bear. The part that you don't like, huh?
Okay. Your nose here. Yeah. I'll just measure your face here.
You got it. Hold still, Bill. You gotta hold still.
Let's put this right. Oh, sorry.
Almost done, bud. 1, 2, 3.
Okay.
Top one. Since she's already in the chair, we'll just go over the top. Just her real briefly, because we're not supposed to video in the DR. I know, baby.
Still going. Bexlye and Mom are in the ambulance.
Express ski train, head to the Denver Zoo, or explore Leonardo da Vinci, 500 years of genius exhibit at the Denver Museum of Nature and Science. With all that's going on here, you could use that extra day. Reclaim the weekend at denverweekends.com.
Don't miss Osuna Nursery's annual spring open house. Stop by for big savings, chat with their knowledgeable staff, or simply get inspired. The first 100...
Alright, Bexley's getting to the hospital now. I'm gonna go park and meet up with Mama and her. In good hands, little bug. Good hands.
We're going to 6C.
Yeah, 20 or 62, 24.
Yep. Usually the 34s are on one side and then like 33s are on the other. I might be all the way down at the end there.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember. Yeah. 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 Hey, Bex. Hey. Hi. Buddy.
pretty girl. That's you. So silly. Make a bracelet. Yeah. And then what happened? Yeah. Yeah. You silly baby. So we wound up in the ER yesterday at like 6:15 p.m. Bex has had a nasty, like, wet, barking cough for about 11 days. Her pediatrician told us twice that, well, her pediatrician's office told us twice that it was probably just a common cold and not really to worry unless she had a really high fever. But, you know, just mom and dad's instincts, and yesterday she was wheezing and having coughing fits, and so we called the nurse line at the hospital, and they said, just bring her in, we'll do an x-ray and make sure there's nothing serious going on. So we brought her in. You want some juice? So we brought her in, and yeah, that's, you can have that. Oh, okay. And they ran a bunch of tests, and I mean, basically told us, you know, it's probably just bronchiolitis. It's pretty common this time of year. Blah, blah, blah. She seems really happy and, like, energized, so we're not too concerned. And then they did the swab for the flu and RSV, and they started an IV, which is right here. That's what this little guy is. That's why her little elbow's all taped up. And the swab for RSV came back positive. So she does have RSV, and it's still technically RSV season, and so that's kind of not out of the blue. But so they, with RSV babies, they put them on oxygen, they do like nebulizer treatments, stuff like that, and they want to keep you overnight. And the hospital that we were at, the ER that we were at, that hospital doesn't have a pediatric unit, so we had to have an ambulance transport us to this main hospital here, and where there's a pediatric unit. So now we're here, and we're gonna be here overnight, so we'll see what happens. Can you say hi? She always seems like she's in such a good mood and like so playful. Sorry, this is super shaky. Like she's just having like the time of her life. But I mean, I'm with her 24/7, so I just kind of knew something was wrong. And most doctors don't believe us that she's sick when we bring her in because she is so like energetic and friendly. But we just knew she was, and now we know for sure she is. So we will, and now we know what it is so we can treat it. So it stinks because we have to be at the hospital overnight. We were in the ER last night and there was just the one bed, and so I slept on the floor for a few hours, and then Chris slept on the floor for a few hours. We took turns sleeping with her, and then Chris went home and got a bunch of our stuff before the ambulance came so we could bring it here to the hospital. And we were told that we would be transported at like 9 a.m. Like I said, we got to the ER at 6 p.m. last night. We didn't get back to a room until like 9:30. And then they told us by 9 a.m. you guys should be transported to the main hospital, but I guess there was too many like patients here in the pediatric unit. They didn't have a bed open until 12:30. And so at 12:30 they ordered the ambulance, and it took 2.5 hours to get there. And then once it got there, it was pretty quick from there. But so it's been a long 24 hours, but we're in for another long one. This room is really small, as you can see. There's not a lot of room. There's a chair in the corner, and then there's this like bigger chair in this corner, and then there's her little crib space. So it's going to be an interesting however many nights. Hopefully not too many. We'd like to just take this little peanut home and get her some rest, but luckily we have friends and family taking care of the dogs and stuff, and so that helps. And Chris's mom, Bexley's Nana, brought us lunch today, and we're still on Whole30, and so we have like our dinner packed, and we'll probably just microwave it here, but we'll order her some food from the cafeteria. She had a really yummy hospital pancake breakfast this morning with pudding for breakfast, and she watched Jumanji, the original, with Robin Williams, and she really liked that, and she got a really long nap in, so hopefully she's feeling better tonight or tomorrow morning so we can get this little sweetie home.
I missed you. You're like David and Goliath right now. You're about to take out your legs, like, or more so like an AT-AT in Star Wars. You're wrapping yourself.
Yeah, that's what she was saying. I was like, look, you see Daddy's truck right there behind the ambulance? And that's, she's like, da 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 da.
What the what? Daddy got some driving footage.
There you go. Oh, interruption by the baby.
Hey, do you like bubbles?
I'm glad she does. It's really fun.
I know, this is gonna be a cheap way of entertainment.
Use my phone and get a phone.
They smell like grape.
Goes the pizza.
Daddy said he wasn't any good at blowing bubbles, but it looks like he might be.
I wasn't doing good earlier. You guys blowing too close to it.
Yeah, you gotta blow a little further away.
Oops. Bexlye.
I'm reading it anyway now. Stand by.
Hi, pretty girl.
Say hi, Mama.
What you doing?
Hi, Mama. Number one.
Number one. Yeah. Who's that baby?
Oh, this is me. I don't know how to flip the camera around, so here we go. Is that Mommy and you?
It's a baby. Look at that cute girl. Hi, baby. Hi. Boop.
Goes the weasel.
Boop.
There we go. Mama can see you. So, Mom, what are we doing here right now?
We're just hanging out now. Just
Yeah.
kind of waiting it out. Ah.
Trick.
What's Daddy doing?
Oh, stick. There it is. Oh, look at that, it's spinning. That's kind of cool. Oh, that's going back to its old roots. I don't know. It's been a whirlwind, I would say. You know, we're no strangers to hospitals when it comes to Bexlye, unfortunately. But she's a little trooper. But I think what got me today was being behind her and Mama while they were in the ambulance today. My prior job, I don't know, I just picked my nose on that one. I put people in ambulances to help save their lives. I've, you know, ridden in ambulances with people who I had arrested, and it was just kind of a different experience. And then today, I was driving, and my daughter and my wife were in the ambulance, and it was very hard. It was uncontrollable at that point in time. I don't know if any of you are aware of the paperwork that you sign to have your daughter transported. Is you sign a piece of paper saying that there's a high chance of them being to die and then motor vehicle crashes and all. I know they have to say all this lingo, but you don't really think about it. And then you put your hands into people's you never met, your baby's life into people's hands you never met, and it's kind of nerve-wracking, I would say. So that kind of jittered me a little bit today. And then now we're here, and she's in a lot better mood, as you can hear.
Gassy.
A little farty fart over there. But overall, it was good that we're here now. It's more comfortable, even though it's more compact. Are you?
Can you show me where your nose is? Where's your nose?
Your nose?
There it is.
Where's my nose? Sit. Oh, that's your chin. My bad. Ooh, this is Bexley's Corner. She's going to talk to you philosophically about her insight in the world. That's why there's the hand on the cheek.
What do you
Leave
think,
that in
Bug?
your nose. Leave that in your nose, Buggy.
Hey, what do you think, Bug? How's this adventure been for you?
Oh. I know.
Oh.
Is that what summarizes it? It's been more than that for you. It's been rough, but I think you've been having a good time hanging out with Mom and Daddy.
Oh, no more. Okay.
I'm shy now, I guess. Hey.
Look. Bless you. Daddy's just letting her chew on the weirdest stuff. Boop boop.
Beep, beep. Oh, don't. Cops. That's funny.
Oh wow! I know how you do that. That's not how you use it.
All right.
So the best thing to do is just kind of hold her face and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
5 seconds?
All right, people. We're going home.
Yay!
She will still be on oxygen for a while. We have an appointment with her pediatrician to follow up tomorrow, and an appointment with a speech and language pathologist for a swallow exam in April. And they said that likely she'll still have symptoms for up to 8 weeks, so it just kind of depends on how quickly she recovers. But
No, it's just getting rid of RSV, which is time and oxygen management.
yeah, and then they gave us an albuterol inhaler instead of the nebulizer treatments because she does kind of have a little bit of a different reaction to those. So they gave us the inhaler and they taught us how to use it. Since that's really all they do here at the hospital for RSV at this time, there's not a lot else they can do. So it's just kind of, we're getting to go home so we can be comfortable and have
She just whistled.
more space.
I don't know if anybody caught that. She was just going, yeah.
Can you go? Your turn. You're trying. She's smart, you guys. Alright, well thank you guys for watching this video. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Follow us on Instagram. We love you guys at the MooneyBack, and we will see you next time. Send your prayers and good vibes for a quick recovery.
Good vibes. Elevator ride. Very exciting behind the scenes look.